Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Ruach Kadash, for giving me the spirit and power to make this lesson. Double honors unto the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone that teach this truth and real well. Wabarakatham unto the elect. All right, this is the brother Gabar from the Great Millstone Dallas branch. All right, coming at you with another lesson. All right, and I wanted to go over, all right, that we're in these latter days, all right, where the world is receiving the plagues of Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai. All right, and of course, it's going to increase. All right, just like the plagues of Egypt, all right, where the Lord will bring one thing and then he'll bring the next thing. All right, and it'd be something different. All right, but it will be more hurtful. Okay, all the way up until, you know, the death of the firstborn and the firstborn of their cattle for the Egyptians. All right, but this place is on the way out, man. All right, thus saith Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai. All right, we're witnessing the downfall of this place, the destruction of this world. All right, so we need to stay out of this world. All right, and stay spiritual and have faith in Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai because he's working. All right, let's get Revelation chapter 18 and verse 4. It says, "And I heard another voice from heaven, and I heard another voice from heaven, saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues." Right. All right. So for the hurtful works, all right, of the wicked, everybody that dwells in the world, okay, they're going to receive these plagues. All right. So you can see what I'm hinting at. Okay. As it says, come out of her, my people. We know Jake. All right. The Lord is calling them. Okay. It says that ye be not partakers of her sins. All right. So we don't have a stake in this world. All right. We gave up our lives in this place. You know, we resist in the flesh, taking up your cross, denying yourself, okay, to the best that we can. All right. It says that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. You see? So the Lord is plaguing the world, man. The Lord is taking apart, dismantling this world. All right, but it seems like, it looks like they're completing something. They're getting to a point. All right, this revolutionary point that they're talking about now, which is their 4IR. All right, fourth industrial revolution. All right, where it consists of biometric payment, digital ID, all right, surveillance. You know, they got what they got now, like flock cameras now, and people are taking them down and stuff in certain places. All right, so the working class, you know, they're pushing back against this. A lot of people as well. It's gonna be some turmoil. All right, but nonetheless, the world is gonna take that C-hip. They're gonna have no choice because they don't. You're going against the system, but you don't have Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai. That's just you don't have Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai. So what? That's Satan casting out Satan. You know, people gonna have to eat, man. They're gonna fold when it's time to make that decision, you know, in the hour of temptation. All right. Only faith in Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai can get us through. Okay. Revelation 18 and 5. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yahweh hath remembered her iniquities. Right. So you're being discovered now. All right. The cup is going to pass through unto you, as the scriptures say, man. And our I just grab it. Our captivity is up. Lamentations 4 and 21. It says, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom. Right? You had your time. All right. You had your time. The Lord gave you time and place. All right. For a determined amount of time. I remember me and the brother on the side at camp last night was actually speaking about that, how the Lord has predetermined Esau's days and his kingdom days. All right. It says, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz, the cup also shall pass through unto thee, Slakia. What does that mean? All right, you just gonna drink something and that's it? You know, that's all the payback for everything you did. You just drunk something. No, it's figurative. All right, of experience. All right, good and bad. All right, in this case, bad judgment on the left hand side. All right, where you're gonna be taken out and made low and made bare. All right, and being made bare, happening like now. All right, being exposed. The freak, the weirdo that he really is, the nobody he really is, the base man that he really is, the liar he is. Okay, all of that, the devil that he is. All right, and more. All right, it says, the cup also shall pass through unto thee. Right now, you're about to be judged. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked. Verse 22, the punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. Right. See, now we're standing up on our feet. The Lord has breathed this breath of life into his elect. All right. He's sealing them. All right. To take them home. Okay. We're leaving our captivity and they're just going in. All right. This is why the elites are afraid, because Slacky for my runny nose. All right, but this is why the elites are afraid, because at the coming of Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, the Israelites will be delivered and they will suffer destruction real quick. Slakia, man, out of nowhere. Nose just wanted to be running. Revelation chapter 6 and verse man, it's a lot of meat on here. Let's just start at 14. Revelation 6 and 14. All right, because this is at the coming of Yahweh Shai, when he is actually back, when he arrives. Revelation 16 and 14. Revelation 6 and 14. Salakia. And the heaven departed as a scroll when it is rolled together, and every mountain and island were moved out of their places. And the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men. Well, Salakia, let me just go back to break this down. Revelation 6 and 14. And the heaven departed as a scroll when it is rolled together. That's that mushroom cloud once the nukes go off, man. All right, because when Yahweh Shai come back, that lake of fire is going to be made via Babylon the Great in this land. It says, and every mountain and island were moved out of their places. All right, ultimately, man, hey, the whole earth is going to be moved. It's going to be shake, go to and fro, you know, wobbling like a drunk person, as the scriptures say. Verse 15. And the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bondman, and every free man hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains. Right, because they're going to be so afraid. What don't the scriptures say? All right, they're going to try to escape the destruction. All right, you got these elites with these underground cities. They got submarines, these space stations, whatever. All right, we know they're not really out there in space or deep space or whatever. All right, but they do have these things where they're going to flee to. All right, at that time. All right. Different bunkers, you know. But next verse, it says, Revelation 6 and 16. And said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne, Yahweh, and from the wrath of the Lamb, Yahweh Shai. You see? So they're so afraid, man. They're so afraid. They don't want this to happen, because when the Messiah returns, it's destruction for them. All right? The wrath is coming for them. All right? This is a part of their judgment, man. The salvation for the nation of Israel and the wrath for all of their enemies. All right, they're our enemies. They're confederate against Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, and his people, and their people. Okay. All right. So wherever they at, they gonna be hiding and stuff. All right, they're gonna actually escape, man. What did it say? Who? back in verse 15, Revelation 6 and 15. It says, "And the kings of the earth," you see, your most high up elite officials, even down to what you got, these presidents and stuff. Hey, you got the movie Don't Look Up, where when that asteroid was coming, which them people, they didn't they was trying to galvanize the situation. All right, they was trying to get the minerals from that instead of just saving the planet. But when they got the call where it was too late, too many engines failed, couldn't do it, everybody gonna die on Earth, they dipped. And that's exactly what they gonna do to you people, man. They created all this wickedness and ran this system wickedly and whatever. And when the Lord destroys it, they just gonna dip, man. They just gonna flee. They're gonna flee, and then the Lord, the Lord, all right, being that this is His world, His creation, His planet, He know where they at. All right, so He's allowing them to flee into certain places of the earth, all right, in the sky, in the water, and then He's gonna get them, man. They're gonna be the first ones into slavery, as it says, "And the kings of the earth," in verse 15, "and the kings of the earth, and the rich men, Salakia, and the great men, and the rich man, and the chief captains." All right, so these higher ups, man, they gonna make it. All right, they gonna be in different spots. Now, if you over here in Babylon the Great, you're toast. You might have a Edomite or a heathen or something, or even a Jake. But you really see Esau be on that, where they have like a bunker built under their garage or in their backyard or front yard or something with some little passageway, whatever. Man, look, the earth, the mountains finna move, bruh, from this destruction. If you in America, it's over. 200 million missiles. That bunker is good as nothing. That's just a a big oven you just made for yourself. Think about it that way. All right. Slakia. All right. Now, I'll read verse 17, Revelation 6 and 17. "For the great day of His wrath is come." Right. All right. That's the whole point. The day of His wrath is come. "And who shall be able to stand?" All right. So nobody going to be able to stand, man, except for the elect. All right. Through the blood of Yahushua and Mashiach. All right. The faith that they've done built up. All right. And believing in the Lord, trusting the Lord, not taking that MOTB. Okay. Because Yahushua said, said, pray that you can stand in that day. Let's grab this. Luke chapter 21 and verse 34. It says, "And take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting and drunkenness and cares of this life, and so that day," right, His coming, the day of wrath, "and so that day come upon you unawares." Right, He's getting us privy to it so that we can be okay in that time. All right, it's gonna be a fight, getting there, but the Lord has given us the tools we need, the knowledge we need, the wisdom we need. All right, the words, all right, of eternal life. He's given us these things to equip us, all right, so that we can get this salvation. It says, "For as a snare shall it come upon all them that dwell on the face of the whole earth." Verse 36 is the point. "Watch ye therefore and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass." Right, all of these prophecies, because it's going to get rough, man. All right, so we got to be delivered. And it says, "And to stand before the Son of Man." Right. So only the elect are going to be able to stand. All right. And the wicked, they're going to flee. Just like that movie Don't Look Up, man. You're going to get that call and dip. All right. Come on, man. All right. Now let's go back. Let's get, did I finish that Revelation? Yeah, I believe so. Let's get this. 2 8 and 50. It says, "For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride." Right. This world walks in great pride, man. If you partaking in the sins of Babylon the Great, you walking in immense great pride. They even name one of the months. after Pride, man. All right, and it's like the 6th month of the year. No coincidence, you know. So here we are, man. All right, and we know what's coming. We know exactly what's coming. All right, great miseries, perilous times, the plagues of Egypt on steroids. All right, this is what's here. This is what we're facing, man. All right. So it says, 2 8 and 50, for many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world because they have walked in great pride. All right. So if you out here walking in great pride, all right, you just like these Babylonians, then great miseries are setting in for you. And people already feel it. They're already talking about it, man. Stuff ain't the same ever since 2020, this and that. You know, countless videos, countless videos of people crying on TikTok and all kind of shit, man. These Babylonians are weak anyway, man. Because really, ain't nothing even really happened yet. Not too much. The firstborns ain't die. The famine ain't set in all the way. So it's much more things to come, man. And if you want to avoid this wrath, you got to do what Yahweh Shai said. All right, you gotta play the game by the book. You're not going to get salvation, but you're being prideful and wicked. All right, because if you in the world walking in great pride, then how are you not going to get the great miseries to come? You see, man? All right, so this world is cooked. It's toast, man. It's predetermined. All right, I probably named this lesson that. It is predetermined. The world is predetermined. It is predetermined for what? Let's get this. 2nd Ezra. Was it 15? 2nd Ezra 15 and like 15, I believe. Let's get this in the GNT. Second Ezra chapter 15 in the GNT in verse 14. It says the world and the people in it are doomed. You see that? Now, what does doomed mean? Doomed definition. On Google, it says doomed describes something certain to fail, be destroyed, or suffer an unavoidable bad outcome. Right. Because Yahweh Shema Shai has remembered the iniquities of the world. All right. Chiefly Babylon the Great, it's at the head of all this, pushing this stuff out, but the whole world gonna get it, man. Jacob's trouble is worldwide. All right. All right, man. So it's certain to fall. It's certain to be destroyed. It's suffering. All right. It's unavoidable. It's fate. You can't get around Yahweh Shema Shai. You can't disannul his judgment. You can't stop these plagues. All right. Let me get this. Second Ezra chapter 16 and verse 16. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer. All right, and this arrow is ultimately these missiles is going to hit, but also like the form of these plagues, all right, being shot at this place, man. And that mighty archer is Yahweh Shema Shai. All right, it's Yahweh Shai, that right hand. It says, and returneth not backward. So these things ain't going to stop. All right, because giving you an example, it says, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon earth shall not return again. So they're going to keep going and accomplish what the Lord wants. And it's going to get crazy out here, man, because people think the Most High is all love. No, he's not. He hates too. And he hates sinners. And he hates the world. All right, likewise do we. All right, so this place is getting ready to undergo some heavy suffering, man. These plagues not going to stop, man. People thinking, well, you know what? You can't even say no more. When New Year's come around, people like, oh, New Year, new me, and I'm going to do this, and, this year going to be better. People don't even talk like that no more, man. People just be like, man, I hope next year I get through it, man. Damn, man, this year was crazy, man. Hopefully next year, people not talking with all the, you look in their eyes and, you see a glare of hope. Man, people ain't got no hope, man. The Lord is breaking these people down, man. The Lord is broken these people down, man. All right. This is all a part of it, man. All right. And then ultimately, we know all hell gonna be broken loose. All right, these people gonna be at each other's throats, right versus left, left versus right, class versus class, race versus race, all kinds of stuff, man. It's gonna be like a free fall. If you ever play Call of Duty and you put on a free fall, it could be 20, 30 people in the lobby, but you on your own team. It ain't like 12 of y'all versus 12 of them. It's just you versus the whole other 23. You know? That's how it's gonna be, bro. Neighbors against neighbors. It's gonna be chaotic. You're gonna need guidance from Yahweh Shema Shai. That's where our help is gonna come from. Okay? So it says, even so, the plagues that shall be sent upon earth shall not return again, bro. Okay? So, man, call all Yahweh Shema Shai that, it's already kicked off. All right, we watching everything just manifest, man, at this point. All right? We see how he moving. The closer he moved, the closer he just moving to his destruction. All right? See if I grab this. Yeah, 2nd Ezra 15:5. It says, behold, said the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world. Right? And he not going to stop. We just read that. All right? So it will make sense for you to fear the Lord. All right? Knowing what time it is. Seeing this stuff is already pretty hot. All right? But it's going to get to its full boiling point. All right? Don't think it's going to go back down. Even when it seemed like it did, or gas went down 20 cents, 30 cents, 50 cents, $1, whatever. Man, come on, man. It'd be back up the next week, the next day. You hear about some crazier stuff that doesn't happen, or whatever. Come on, man. The ball is gonna keep getting kicked down the road, or the can. The can is not gonna stop getting kicked down the road, man. All right, we're just gonna keep progressing in this thing, And the world is just getting tore up, man. That's why you gotta leave the world behind. All right, but it says, 2 15:5, behold, said the Lord, and the Lord don't lie. So we know that this is true, man. I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, and death, death, and destruction. Verse 6, for wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. All right. So the Lord, numbering Esau's days, Esau is at the end of them, man. He's at the end. All right, he had his time to run through the earth, to be this devil and deceive the whole world and put hell on the Israelites, all right, and do what he had to do, all right, pursuing the prophecy, all right. But now it's over. The hurtful works of the wickedness are fulfilled, man, throughout the whole world. All right, so now Jake is springing up. Why? Because, yes, we're rushing to the end of this man, but we're also rushing to the beginning of Jacob. All right, as this thing is fulfilled and it's ending, we're at the beginning of something. All right, we're at the beginning of the world without end, bruh. 2 6:9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. And we know that world goes into age. Okay, it's just this time. All right, so when this world is over and the fashion of this world pass away, we know through that destruction. Okay, and before that, obviously the plagues, all right, as we've been getting. All right, the Lord is hitting this place with, and is going to continue to hit this place with, all right, the world, Babylon, the Great. All right. Once it's all said and done, it's the beginning of Jake. And it's going to be swift. It's going to be really quick, because the Lord is going to come back and destroy this place in 1 hour. All right, and the elect are going to be beamed up and changed in the twinkling of an eye. So it ain't going to be no long process, no tree. Nah, man. The saints of the Most High after that are going to come down off that chariot in New Jerusalem. All right. And take the earth forever and ever. The saints of the Most High shall take the earth and possess it forever and ever and even ever. It's going to be a world without end, based off of the fear of the Lord, the wisdom of the Most High. It's going to be different. All right, something we never seen. All right, so this is why we excited. All right, because we know that, okay, this place is gonna be plagued. So let me stay out of this place. All right. Let me not partake in the same things as these people, but let me fear the Lord so that I can be saved, and Lord's will, my household can be saved. All right. And also, we know this is the beginning. So we got faith. All right. We know that this is the beginning of us ruling forever and ever, man. So that's very exciting. All right. So as bad as it's going to get, it's going to get a lot more beautiful, man. All right. A world pattern after the mindset of Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai, man. You know, and us being in new bodies, all right, with the law, statutes, and commandments written in us, bro, we ain't gonna go off. We're gonna be perfect. One with our power, man. All right. Call all Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai, you know, for the second covenant being on his way. All right. So Lord's will, this was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Racha Kadash, for giving me the spirit and power to make this lesson. Until next time, Kamar Shalom.